Hi, I'm Dr. Varudhini Kankipati and welcome to my channel. June is Pride Month, and with that I thought I could share a little bit of tips for parents on if your child comes out, what are some of the things that you can say and what are some of the things that might hurt the situation and make it worse. One is, if your child comes out, try and understand that it would have taken a lot of thought for your child to come out and have that conversation with you. And in all probability, your child would have tried to find different ways to gauge what your thoughts are in that regard by saying, oh, okay, mom, what do you think of this? You know, they're talking about being gay, and what are your thoughts on it? At that point, you would probably share whatever you had to share and might have no inclination thinking, is this a testing ground to see how you might respond to that? If your child comes out and tells you, then in all probability it is done with a lot of thought, apprehension, and seeking your approval. So one of the most common responses parents seem to have is, oh, is that so? It's just a phase. You're in the phase of exploring, which could be true, and your child might be exploring, but at that point, that is not what your child wants to hear. So we need to be very careful with how we respond to that. So the most common way of making sure that you feel like you are supporting is to say, thank you for sharing that with me. You know I love you. I want to know more. And when you ask these positive and reassuring statements, your child is going to feel validated and heard. And remember that at that moment, you want to engage in a fruitful conversation. You might have your doubts, you might have your apprehension, you might have your fears, but at that moment, your child is coming out with a big news that is information for you and really seeking your validation for how you respond. So first, try and engage and validate that. The second step is try privately to educate yourself in the LGBTQ plus information regarding what that means and the age groups and more about the community in large. And don't try and get that information from your child alone, because the more information you gather, the more you will address your own fears and concerns. One of the most primary concerns for parents is, what will my child have to face? And this world can be very mean. And because of that, the first apprehension the parent feels is this fear. And so if you find yourself in that regard, please go seek more information regarding that. The second thing is, when you are talking to your child, please make sure that you are always open to hearing more about their thoughts, so that it gives you some context on what is going on with your child. So I hope these tips are helpful, and if you did, please do like, share, and subscribe, and happy Pride Month, everyone. Take care. Bye.